Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. I threw up my weekly question on the community board and asking, what do you want me to read on? So SA had a question. Will there be any consequences for Marjorie Taylor Greene sharing information that she read in a SCIF and then shared that she did this on Fox News? So I had to look up the story. I wasn't aware of it. On Thursday, apparently she read a document that the FBI provided, but they would only allow her to read it in a SCIF. A SCIF's a contained room where people with security clearances could read these documents. Sometimes they're classified or secret documents. This one apparently wasn't, but they didn't want the information out there. They're not allowed to bring in any electronic devices. They're not allowed to take any notes. You're there to read it, and then you leave it and you walk out. Well, in this interview on Fox News, she said she did all that. When she walked out, she immediately got a pen and paper and wrote everything down that she could remember off that document she just read. And it's something about the Biden family and briberies and stuff like that. So the question that comes out is, did she just admit to a crime or did she perpetuate a lie? Because if she admitted to a crime, then she should be arrested. Because writing that information down in a SCIF, outside the SCIF, is basically not following the rules, and that could be a crime, or certainly would get her privilege passes taken away. Or if she's just making stuff up, nothing will happen. So if you want to know what's really happening, watch and see what happens. Okay, so the question is, will there be any consequences? So Spirit, if you would please, what will be the consequences for Marjorie Taylor Greene's pronouncement? Entertainment purposes only. Let's find out. For those watching, if you're still watching, this is not the most MAGA-friendly channel. In fact, it's not a MAGA-friendly channel at all. So you may not like the answers that I get. Okay, well, there she is presenting the information. Hey, look what I found in this SCIF. I'm going to tell the whole wide world. Challenged by the Nine of Cups, the smug merchant. It's kind of like the person in power who holds control and holds all the power. Now, is that like Kevin McCarthy? Is that Donald Trump? Not sure who this is, but let's assume it's Kevin McCarthy right now because he's in charge of the House and she's in the House. I don't think this is the FBI per se. It could be. We'll find out how the reading goes. In the past, we have the Four of Wands, the wedding card, opening day, as it were. Current situation is the Dark Money, Three of Pentacles. Pull this down a little bit. Overarching is the Hanged Man. Lesson to be learned is the Two of Wands. Outcome is the Moon card. And then underneath it all, we have the Death card. So we'll let this pause so you can see what's going on with it. Okay, we'll bring it on up. All right, what do we got? Okay, so this is Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's the Page of Pentacles. She's coming forward and she's going to basically take something of value and expose it to the world. Like, hey, I read this. I'm bringing forward this information. Here we go. But what's interesting, what's crossed is the Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups is like hopes, wishes, dreams fulfilled. If you are a real MAGA head, you'd say, oh, this is the Biden crime family type of thing. I don't think that's it. I think this is Fox News. They're kind of like sitting there, collecting crazy ideas because it's good for ratings. In the past, we have the Four of Wands. I think this almost looks like it's becoming a Fox News reading here. Fox News welcomed the MAGAs. They welcomed these crazy conspiracies. Bring them. Literally, is bring them on in. The more the merrier. That it's good for ratings. It brings people into our camp. But again, underneath this is the Death card. This is the end of things. This is the end of a cycle. End of things. if this is just purely about Marjorie Taylor Greene, this would be her, being welcomed into the House of Representatives and actually being put onto the Intelligence Committee that she's on. The current situation is she's trying to expose the dark money, the bribery, the stuff going behind the scenes of the Biden crime family. That's the message she is trying to put out there. Now, again, if that document is true and valid, she's breaking the law and there's going to be consequences. If it's not valid, there's no consequences for it. And I don't think it's valid because to me, this is a card of no consequences. So I think she's making stuff up. Why? Fundraising? Because she's Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's causing problems. So what's the overarching energy? It's the hanged man. It's looking at things from a different perspective. She's trying to get people to look at the Biden family and not focus on Donald Trump. This came in right around she released all this right around the time Trump was the charges were going to be read off, and Trump was going to the announcement that he was going to be indicted was coming out. I think it was Thursday was when they were going to release the charges, and this happened Thursday night. Don't forget the timing of these things. This was absolutely done to distract, and don't pay attention to Trump, pay attention to Biden. And I don't think this is it's a hangman in a, she's trying to get people to look at things differently, but she's going to be the willing sacrifice. She's actually, if that was a real document, thinks she's taken one for the team. For Team Trump, that is, to get Donald's attention. If she did, she's in trouble, and she's going to lose her security clearance. The lesson to be learned is the Two of Wands. It's the planning, the thinking ahead, planning ahead. So I think what she's doing is she's releasing that information, whether it's true or not. She's releasing that information because she wants to be the vice president for Team Trump. This is part of a bigger plan on this. Outcome is the Moon card. That's interesting. Okay, so the Moon card is about secrets and hidden agendas and things along those lines. So I think, again, this is to advance a hidden agenda to be Trump's vice presidential running mate. If this story is true about the Bidens, then she's released a secret that she wasn't supposed to. But regardless of what this is, this spells the end of a cycle for her. If she revealed the secret, she may get let go from that committee assignment that she has that gives her the authorization to look at these things. Is she on Homeland Security? I'd have to go look it up. I'm sorry. Now, if they did that, then people would say, oh, well, obviously it was true, which is why she got kicked off. Or she might get kicked off for just misrepresenting things. But that's on Kevin McCarthy. And Kevin McCarthy, he plays for Trump. He does what Trump tells him to do. So I don't think Trump would tell McCarthy to kick her off of that. If anything was true, Trump's going to want her to do more of it because he'll think it helps him. So will she get in trouble for it? It doesn't look like it. At least she won't get in any trouble from the Republicans, let's say. If she actually did reveal a secret, then she'll be in trouble with the FBI. And we will hear about that. Stick a pin in it, but I suspect we're not going to hear anything because it just isn't true. That's my thoughts on that. So thank you, SA, for that question. And we'll see how the news pans out over the next few weeks for Marjorie Taylor Greene with this little nugget. Thank you for watching.